That's a very beautiful outfit. I wonder who the designer was.
It's our time with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, let's get creative.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Mayberry.
A fashion designer is an artist who comes up with ideas for what clothing should look like. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a necktie and a hair bow. And then we're going to come up with ideas for what they should look like. So let's get started. It's time to make some art. I have my paper turned the tall way. But you remember what another name for that is called? If you said vertical, that's correct. And so we're going to start off with drawing the necktie, and I'm just using a regular pencil to draw. And I'm going to go up here towards the top, and I'm going to draw a line like that across in the middle. I want to make this pretty big so I have plenty of room to put my designs on the tie. So make sure you don't make this tiny because you won't have enough room to put your design on your tie. Okay, and then I'm going to slant a line down on the left and the right. Can make it just a little bit longer than that. Okay, I want to connect that line. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to make the bottom part of the tie, and it's a lot longer. I'm going to slant down like this. Not all the way to the bottom. We need some room at the bottom too. And one line that slants down this way. Try to make them about the same size. They go down the same amount from the top on both sides. And then at the bottom of the necktie, we just make a big, like a letter V. You go down to the middle and then back up to this side. Okay, so that's how you draw a necktie. And now I'm going to show you how to draw a bow, like a hair bow. Okay, for the hair bow, I have my paper turned the wide way. Do you remember what another name for the wide way is called? If you said horizontal, then you're correct. Okay, now for the hair bow, I'm going to make it really large too, so I have plenty of room to draw my design on. So in the middle of the paper, I'm going to make a big... You can make a square or a circle. I think today I'll make a square. Or an oval. You can make a big oval. I'm going to make a big square, and the corners are kind of rounded. And it's really this little bit taller than it is wide, so that would be a rectangle. So really it's more like a rectangle than a square. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw the sides of the bow. I'll start with the left side. A line that slants up. Now I want to make this, like I said, pretty big so that I have room to put my design on. So I'm going to slant up towards the top. Same thing on the right side. And then I'm going to slant down on the bottom, on the left, and then also on the right. And then I think I will make a little bit of a curve as for this line. Instead of being just straight up and down, I'm going to make it curve out just a little bit. And then this one will curve out just a little bit too. Now you'll notice in the bow that I've drawn, the hair bow I've drawn, looks like the right side is a little bit bigger than the left side, and that's partly because the rectangle in the middle, wasn't directly in the middle of the page. I was over to the side just a little bit. But that's okay if that happens. If you'd like to correct that, you can go back and erase your lines and try to make them even on both sides. That's another good reason for drawing in pencil, because then we can erase our mistakes if we'd like to. But I think I'm going to leave mine just like that. And now the assignment for this project, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and decide what should go on the inside what should the design be on the tie or on the bow. Do you want to put stripes or dots or some kind of a pattern? Do you want to use just colors, or you want to add pictures, or do you want to make it look like something? I have a tie, or I've seen a tie that's shaped, looks like a fish. I have one that's shaped like a pencil. So you can make it look like something as well. That's going to be your assignment for the rest of this project, is to figure out what to put on either your necktie or your bow. And that's our assignment for today, designing a necktie or hair bow. If you like this project, try designing other types of clothes. Well, thanks for coming to art class, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayberry.
You were the designer? Well, that really is a one of a kind.